And welcome into Real Deal Sports Talk with me, your host, KP. Hope everybody's having a great day. It is the middle of the week. It is Wednesday. We got hump day going on. And I don't know about you guys. I know I keep saying I'm going to stay away from politics on this show. But for some reason, they just keep finding their way into the show. I just got done watching that Commander-in-Chief forum that was on NBC with Matt Lauer, where Hillary Clinton and what's his name? Donald Trump, sorry, for whatever reason, his name just skipped my mind, got a chance for a half hour each to answer some questions. Walking away from it, that's it. That about sums it up. Really? They hammered her with questions. They hit her harder because she's a girl. And all he did in every single one of his answers was rearrange the words that were in the question given to him. Is that how pitiful we are now? That's our politics, our two-party system that runs and ruins everybody's life in this country? Really? Unbelievable. Moving on, let's get on to sports. That's what we're all here for. We got some great things tonight. Jeremy from the Dirt Cannon will be joining us here in about 20 minutes, and we'll be doing some nice little fantasy NFL talk there with the Dirt Cannon and Jeremy. The NFL starts tomorrow. A bunch of people are calling it a Super Bowl rematch. I have to say I do disagree. It is not a rematch of the Super Bowl. To me, a Super Bowl rematch would be if those two teams met again in the Super Bowl. That would be a rematch of the Super Bowl. This is just two teams once again playing each other. Two teams that are missing some of the players that played last time. Two teams that have some different things going for them now. It's not a rematch. It's not for another title. It's not where you see rematches in the fighting game, in mixed martial arts, and boxing. A guy loses his title, you get a rematch. Then there's the rubber match. You can't just keep crossing over all these terms from different sports to fit your own little special bill that you got going. It's not a rematch. It's not for a title again. Like Mark Schlereth said on the radio the other day, if Carolina wins, they don't get a little miniature Lombardi trophy to take home. So no, it's not a rematch. Broncos fans, however, you should be extremely happy, right? Everybody in Bronco Nation, out there in Denver or around the country, who supports the orange and blue, should be cheering today. The Broncos were able to lock up Emmanuel Sanders, sign him to an extension. It will not go into free agency next year. It will not carry into the season. They paid him handsomely. It's a 3-year extension, but really that makes it a 2-year deal. And he's got, a little over $25 million guaranteed. So good for him, good for the Broncos. They're solid at receiver, which you don't really need the two caliber receivers the Broncos have in this offense. So they're hopefully going to be making some plays for all the money they're going to be making. It's about $20 million a year at the receiver position. Maybe even a little more than that. But it's going to be a great game. I'm hyped. I'm ready to go. I'm excited. Not only do I live in Denver, so, I grew up in a household that fully supported the Broncos, even though I am a Lions fan. It's exciting. You like to see the buzz around town. You like to see the other people happy. It sucks living in Denver when the Broncos lose or get upset and everybody got to walk around with an attitude and be all sad and muggy all the damn time. Try being a Lions fan, please. So yeah, it's good. It's exciting. I'm going to be watching. I might go down and do some interviews from the tailgate. I will not be visiting the the kickoff village. I don't appreciate how that's messing up traffic and creating issues for me to get home from work. I don't care about the concert. I don't need a picture of me with the 50. It'd be cool to see the Lombardi Trophy. It'd be cool to see some of the Hall of Fame busts. And, I'm not one for standing in line, so I'm not going to go try and get an NFL greats autograph. Leave that to the fanatics. I'll go ahead and be a football fan. Later in the show, we'll get to the AFC and NFC West predictions and overview. We've done everybody else. And since, the AFC West is kicking off with the Denver Broncos tomorrow, we might as well get them out of the way and do the predictions and get that going. So let's move into what we got going on next with the good, the bad, and the ugly. Alright, the good. The good. Adam Schefter reported that, I think this might have been a tweet he sent out, but I saw it on ESPN.com, and it said, "Hope for the underdogs. There are more undrafted free agents on NFL rosters today, 481, than first and second round picks combined, 480. Now some people are going to hear that and go, oh, it's only one more, so what? Well, think of it this way. Each one of those, there's a little under 1,700 players in the NFL. Okay, if you do the math, 53 players on an active roster, 32 teams, comes out to like 1,696. So you do the math, and that's roughly 25% of the league is undrafted rookie free agents. Another 25% is that first and second round pick combined. Not each, combined. So for all the guys out there, as special as it would be to be drafted, as special as it would be to grow up and hear your name called and have a team pick you, going undrafted is not a bad thing. If you want to ball, you can ball. Go out there and ball. Prove. Pick your team as an undrafted rookie free agent. I want to go play here. Get on to practice. Make yourself known and do the damn thing. Don't make no nonsense and give up or quit because it didn't go the exact way you want. You don't want it bad enough then. You don't love it bad enough then. So that to me, that was very impressive. I liked seeing that tweet. That's an awesome tweet Adam Schefter had. Great stat. And I'm not surprised. Some guys just want it more than others, especially when it wasn't handed to them. Alright, the bad. Alright. This is both bad. This one's both bad and good. And I say that because it was bad for the kid that it happened to, but it was good for the team that did it. Okay? Now, this video's gone viral. I'm sure you guys have seen it. But Kelly Catholic High School did an onside kick against, who is it? Kunter High School? Kuntez High School? Down in Texas. Sorry, can't pronounce the other school's name. My writing sucks. Anyway, they do this onside kick. And from Little League on, when you're doing an onside kick, you know your coach is going to tell you, just kick it at the guy in the front row. Maybe it'll bounce off of him. Boy, a lot of updates coming in today. Might have to check these and see what's going on. Serena Williams. Strasburg's got something going on. Alright. But starting, when you're doing onside kicks, you learn at a young age. Try and bounce it off the guy in the front row. In the movie Waterboy, they kick it off the guy's face. Well, in this game of Kelly Catholic High School, and I'm really sorry I can't pronounce the name of this other high school in Texas, the kicker did a perfect onside kick. He bounced it off the guy's face mask pretty much. His team recovered it, advanced the ball a few yards. Great play. It's going to be seen all over the place and, give them a little bit of fame, right? The downside is Kelly Catholic High School lost the game 34-7. So as great as that onside kick was, they didn't score after it, and they pretty much got throttled. So that's what makes it the bad and the good. And the ugly. The ugly being reported by NBC Sports, LSU fans have taken up a collection and started a petition to try and buy out Les Miles' contract. This is a perfect example why fans, emotional fans, should not have any influence on how an organization or a team is run. We are so finicky with our emotions. Our ups are up, our downs are down, and we forget there's middle. Yes, Les Miles has not won every big game at LSU. Has he won a lot of big games? Yep. Has he won a national championship? Yep. Do you really want to get rid of that guy? Is there really somebody else out there that you think is ready to step in at LSU and continue the winning ways? Continue the 9, 10 win, 11, 12 win season, as the college football season for some reason is getting longer and longer since I was a kid. Do you really want to go down that road? To these people, yeah, it seems worth it. Forget recruiting. Forget the money that he brought into the university. Forget all that he's done. You lost to Wisconsin. You were upset. They were a lower seed. That's football. That's how the game works. If every time something like that happened and you just ran off the player or the coach and tried to get somebody new, your team would never be anything. You need consistency. You got to have that piece that's constantly there, or a model or a plan or the idea that's constantly there that keeps everything moving forward in the right direction. You don't get organizations like the Steelers and the Broncos and the Patriots by changing things up all the time and mixing it around. That's not how it works. You got to keep some stuff the same. And in this case, I think the fans are dead wrong. Be upset that you lost. That's fine. But you don't try and run off the head coach for a loss. We're not soccer fans or football fans all over the world who like to go and make excuses for the team's loss and take out the ref or the coach or the star player who missed the kick or all this nonsense that happens. Stop being a fanatic. Get real with it. Have some understanding. Take your lumps. Take your good times. You can't just, I don't know. I don't understand that mentality. And maybe it's because I root for a team that in recent history doesn't have a lot of success since the 50s as far as championships. So I've learned to deal with stuff. Maybe some of these teams need to lose more. I mean, do you think Popovich and the Spurs would have accomplished what they have if it was just, let's change some stuff up, let's send Duncan out of town, we'll trade away Parker, we'll cut Ginobili? Who needs veterans? Who needs these guys around that can create a culture, create a mindset? I mean, come on. Why is it every time something bad happens, we got to look to change instead of look to get better or work harder? What happened to us? Where did our bravado go? I'm asking, seriously. Circling back to the game tomorrow. You don't see a lot of the talk and the bravado as we did going into the Super Bowl. You don't see, well, at the time at the Super Bowl, the Broncos weren't being as disrespected as they currently are. They're currently an underdog at home as the defending champions because they have basically a new quarterback. Now think about that. What did the quarterbacks on that team really do last year? Manning threw 17 interceptions. Brock Osweiler didn't blow anybody's stats out of the water. He got by because he made very few mistakes. And that's easy to make very few mistakes when they simplify the game plan and set the defense free. So, I mean, I don't know. it